A lot of questions here, but like, you know what? Not worth it. Just not worth it. Welcome to Ranger Reviews, a web series where we look at episodes of the TV show Power Rangers and then discuss them. Today we're exploring the 39th episode of the show Power Rangers in Space, as well as the 289th episode overall titled Ghost in the Machine. We begin this episode with the Rangers on their Galaxy gliders coming onto a cruise ship. They talk to Alpha, who says that his reading told them that the missing people from the secret city are actually on that boat. The Rangers split up, looking around the boat, and wow, the Japanese footage here is nauseating. I mean, this crew was extra aff with the shaky cam. No one is here, and Andros assumes that the people were just abducted because Astronomer must have known that they were coming. DJ also hears a shower running and he goes in and there's no one. DJ assumes that person is still here, which means they would just be running around naked. They meet back up and the people aren't there anymore. They leave for the megaship and Carlos is telling Andros that he has to be involved with this to find Sylvie. Underwater, the secret city is there. Astronomer tells people to bring in the guinea pigs, and they bring in Bulk, Skull, and Phenomenus, while she loads up some green cards. A machine lowers itself above them, shining red as they hold on to each other, disappearing. She then removes the cards, and she's turned the people into data cards. That's scary. She demands the next group of people, which the Quantrons bring in, including Sylvie, who is terrified. On the megaship, they can't find the secret city. Cassie says that they've searched the entire surface. Then TJ somehow finds it under the sea. Andros' idea is to come in front underneath because they'll never expect this. I guess that's fair. They get into the mega tank flying down to Earth. They're now burrowing under the city, getting ready to come out as they break through a rock wall. They hop out and they see the tower where the secret city headquarters are. They run that way and the Psycho Ranger ghosts are still there, watching this happen, all pretty pissed off that they can't do a damn thing about it. In the city, the Rangers are walking around, in broad daylight. They're supposed to be underwater. Then Quantron see the Rangers, so they rush toward them, and now the Rangers are fighting them all off. We spend a bit more time than necessary on this fight, but it's not too bad. Also, again, just quick question, where's Zane? Andros says he thinks he found the entrance and the others follow. Ecliptor updates Astronomer on how the Rangers are actually there, oops, and she claims that this is part of her plan. Liar. Andros and Cassie are going upstairs, and they find a door which opens on its own. It's the same room from before, like a weird lab. They assume Astronomer's involved and we see her lowering the same thing from before, and Cassie pushes Andros out of the way as she gets hit with the laser. Cassie then pleads for Astronomer to stop because they're friends, and Astronomer says, nah. She then tells Andros that if he destroys the laser, he's killing Cassie. The others rush in as Cassie is totally taken away, put into a data card. Then she activates it again, getting the other 4 Rangers turned into data cards as well. Well, she won. The Psycho Ranger ghosts are there, and they're pissed that Astronomer just did what they couldn't. Astronomer trusts Ecliptor with the Ranger data cards, but then the Psycho's ghost forms go into the machines, getting spit back out of the laser, materializing into real beings again. They hit down the door to find Ecliptor, who is freaked out by them being alive at all. Ecliptor fires at them, but then they hit it back, making him drop the data cards. Psycho Red collects the data cards, saying that they're calling the shots from here on out. Now it's the 5 Psychos against Ecliptor, and the Psychos are like blinking around until they surround him, blowing his shit up. Psycho Pink does some adjustments, and then Psycho Red puts the data cards back into the machine, bringing the laser down and bringing the 5 Rangers back to life. The Psychos can now kill them themselves. The Rangers are okay, but the Psychos are in front of them, raring to fight. They explain they definitely killed the Psychos, but because of the machine they can just kill them again now. Ecliptor shows up, hitting the Psycho Rangers from behind, and now it's the Psychos versus Ecliptor again, which the Rangers use as their opportunity to get the fuck out. The Psychos realize that the Rangers are getting away, so they chase after them. The Rangers then start posing up a storm, and just like old times, it's a color-coded Psycho Ranger fight. Memories. They have their weapons out, and Andros tells Alpha to get a hold of Zane. He needs to get the data cards from the Secret City control room. Also, this is where we finally find out that the Astro Blaster and the Spiral Saber together is called Booster Mode. Was this an established thing? They use that in the Quadra Blaster and the Psychos, which turns them into their monster forms, who are now blowing up the Rangers. Zane is there running around, but Ecliptor shows up in front of him. He does a running morph, using the Super Silverizer against Ecliptor, hitting him down. He gets to the control room, looking around for the data cards, and he finds them all in a file. He has no idea how to convert them back to people, and he speaks some nonsense, suddenly knowing how to do this. The Rangers try to attack the Psycho monsters, but nope. Then Zane is just sliding these data cards into the machine, and he's saying, good luck, whoever you are. Imagine this entire scene is just Zane killing people. But nope, he makes Bulk, Skull, and Phenomenus human again. Kinda wish he killed those ones. Zane celebrates, so now he can transform everyone back. He updates Andros, who is getting tentacle tossed by Psycho Red. Zane tells him to get the Psychos to the control room, so the Rangers tell the Psychos to follow them, running away. Zane has used all the cards up, somehow making all those thousands of people human again. Alpha then teleports people out and Carlos celebrates that Sylvie is okay again. They land in Angel Grove and Sylvie's mom is there, so happy to see her. A lot of questions here, but like, you know what? Not worth it. Just not worth it. Zane makes some adjustments to the machine and the Rangers run in, followed by the Psychos. They then start fighting the Psychos and Zane makes some dumb comment about how playing video games is paying off or whatever. The Rangers have to get the Psychos to the center of the room, so the Rangers are all trying to kick them into the center of that room. But it's taking some time, like a decent amount of time. Finally they get it, telling Zane to do whatever it is he needs to do, and as he fires the laser, a tentacle comes out, getting around Andros, but TJ cuts them free. The Psychos are now officially turned into data cards which Zane collects. Then the whole place starts shaking and they realize that they've kind of overloaded the system, so they need to go, now. An explosion knocks the cards out of Zane's hands, and he has to leave them as they run out. Then the Rangers get tossed onto the beach unmorphed. They realize that they're okay, but where's Zane? They're now walking around the beach screaming for him, but Zane is there saying that he was trying to get the data cards, but they were lost in the explosion. On the Dark Fortress, Ecliptor kneels before Astronema saying that he's sorry for the Psycho Rangers ruining her plan, but Astronema claims to have another plan, holding up the data cards. Dun dun dun. The end. This episode is really awesome because it brought back the Psycho Rangers and gave us some more of that Psycho Ranger versus Power Ranger goodness. Very nice. Also, it almost killed off Bulk, Skull, and Phenomenus. Not to say I hate Bulk and Skull by any means. They're just not meant for this show anymore, you know? Like, I feel like they kind of went full circle and completed it in Turbo. Why they're ever brought into the season with Phenomenus is kind of beyond me. Other than that, dude, Zane, like, show up more often. He's seriously barely on the team and it's really annoying. Like, why bother introducing a Silver Ranger if you're never going to utilize him? If it's a Japanese footage issue, then, like, write him out. They didn't have to keep him bouncing around in and out sporadically. Next time, it's a filler episode, but until then, may the power protect you.